Welcome to Mindset of Marcus. 2,000 years ago, Epictetus entered a world that seemed completely stacked against him. Born in Hierapolis, he wasn't free. He was born into slavery, into a life of hardship and servitude. He wasn't even given a proper name. Epictetus simply means acquired one, a name to reflect his status as a possession, not as an individual with his own identity or dreams. Throughout his early life, he endured brutal treatment. His labor was stolen from him, his body was treated like a tool, and he was beaten and broken, as if he were nothing more than property. Despite all this, Epictetus survived and ultimately triumphed over the darkest of circumstances. He endured things that might break anyone's spirit, yet he emerged with wisdom and strength, using his hardships as stepping stones. His life story, a testament to the human spirit's resilience, inspires millions to this day. How did he do it? Instead of seeing his life as a series of tragedies, Epictetus reframed each struggle as a chance to grow. He famously said, "A podium and a prison are each a place, one high and the other low. But in either place, your freedom of choice can be maintained, if you wish." This profound statement speaks to a unique freedom, the power of the mind. Epictetus taught that every event we experience has two handles, one by which it can be carried and one by which it cannot. He chose to hold on to what he could manage and let go of what he could not. In the palace of Emperor Nero, Epictetus observed that although he was a slave, he felt freer than many of the so-called powerful people around him. These men and women were chained not by shackles or whips, but by their own desires and ambitions. They lived in constant pursuit of power, of pleasure, of fame, and of the approval of others. They worried about minor insults, held grudges over the smallest of slights, and were consumed by their own insecurities. Epictetus realized that true freedom wasn't about social status or material wealth. It was about having control over one's own mind and spirit. Through his search for wisdom, he found his mentor, the renowned Stoic teacher Musonius Rufus, who guided him in Stoic philosophy. Eventually, Epictetus earned his freedom, but even as a free man, he chose a life dedicated to teaching and guiding others. His students included some of the most promising minds of Rome, even the future Emperor Hadrian. Epictetus's teachings resonated so profoundly that they reached Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king who would later become one of Stoicism's greatest proponents. Suddenly, a man who had once been considered a lowly slave was shaping the lives and minds of the most powerful people in the world, contributing to a legacy that would inspire generations to come. The story of Epictetus reminds us that life is not about the circumstances we find ourselves in, but how we respond to them. "Circumstances don't make the man," Epictetus famously said. "They only reveal him to himself." This is one of the core beliefs of Stoicism, that we may not have power over the events of life, but we do have power over how we think, react, and behave. The Stoics believe that we are actors on a stage. While we don't control the script or setting, we have complete power over how well we play our role. Today, his philosophy is a guide to help us face our own hardships with courage, wisdom, and resilience. The wisdom of Epictetus teaches us that although we can't control where we're born, who our family is, or how others treat us, we can always control how we use the material we're given. While we may not be able to control every detail of our lives, we have more power than we often realize. With determination, we can shape our destiny, not by controlling it, but by guiding it, by turning in a splendid performance in our current role, whatever it may be. If you found inspiration in this video, please like and subscribe to join us for more wisdom. We'd also love for you to visit dailystoic.com, where we offer a daily email filled with Stoic insights and guidance to help you live a fuller and more resilient life. Join the largest community of Stoics ever, and let's continue learning together.